The world of finance is buzzing with unprecedented developments. And it's not just another market rumor. Welcome to Iraqi Dinar News, where we bring you the verified facts behind today's most shocking headline. The long-awaited revaluation of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong is now official. After years of speculation, reforms, and waiting, 2025 has become the year that reshapes the financial landscape for both Iraq and Vietnam. This isn't just news, it's history in the making. For investors, observers, and citizens who followed every twist and turn, the moment has arrived. Let's unpack what's happening, why it matters, and what you should be paying close attention to right now. In a stunning move, the Iraqi dinar has been officially revalued to $412.00 USD, and Vietnam's dong has soared to $38.00 USD. These are not rumors or preliminary figures. These are officially recognized rates confirmed as of the current date in the USA. This game-changing development has caused global financial markets to react instantly. Economists, investors, and banking institutions are racing to make sense of this shift. But one thing is clear: this was no accident. The breakthrough stems from sustained economic reforms and global financial partnerships both countries have been working toward for years. Let's begin with Iraq. Over the past several years, Iraq's central government and the Central Bank of Iraq have systematically modernized their financial structure. This included enforcing tighter controls over currency trade, aligning with international banking standards, and implementing policies to attract foreign investment while reducing inflation. These efforts have not gone unnoticed. Prestigious institutions like the World Bank recently approved nearly $1 billion, 0 cents USD, in lending support, an endorsement only granted when economic progress is undeniable. The IMF, too, has acknowledged Iraq's improvements, validating the credibility behind this revaluation. This monumental increase in currency value is the product of serious economic discipline and rising international trust in Iraq's financial future. Vietnam, likewise, has experienced a quiet yet remarkable transformation. Its rapid expansion in tech, infrastructure, and manufacturing has propelled it to the forefront of Asia's economic development. Analysts have long argued that the Vietnamese dong was grossly undervalued. And now, at $0.38 USD, its value has finally caught up to its economic weight. The Vietnamese government has partnered with international trade entities, overhauled its financial systems, and ensured monetary stability. As a result, Vietnam's foreign currency reserves remain strong, and inflation is well under control. These advancements have pushed the dong into a stronger and more globally respected position. For those who believed in Vietnam's long-term potential, the payoff is now real and tangible. So what does this mean for holders of IQD or VND? If you've held on to these currencies, you may now find yourself facing a life-altering moment. Banks and authorized exchanges are preparing for high-volume transactions. While excitement is understandable, experts recommend proceeding with caution. Many institutions have temporarily paused large foreign exchange conversions while they update internal systems. That means while the value is officially recognized, the process of redeeming it might take time. Patience and vigilance are key. Always double-check information through licensed financial institutions, and stay on the lookout for scams that often surface during high-impact events like this. Fraudsters thrive in confusion, so make sure you're dealing only with legitimate sources, and when in doubt, consult a professional financial advisor. Now let's consider the broader impact within Iraq and Vietnam. In Iraq, a revalued dinar could mean more affordable imports, increased purchasing power, and stronger household incomes. This shift could mark the beginning of sustained economic recovery for Iraqi citizens. In Vietnam, the benefits mirror Iraq's. Businesses gain more from foreign partnerships, citizens see their wages stretch further, and national financial confidence begins to grow. With stability and strength in their currencies, both countries are poised to attract greater international interest, leading to potential boosts in job creation, investment, and long-term growth. The question on everyone's mind is, why now? What made 2025 the year everything aligned? The answer lies in timing. Both Iraq and Vietnam had to meet a series of economic benchmarks set by the global financial community. These included stable inflation, strong currency reserves, structural reforms, and consistent government action. In 2024, Iraq cracked down on illicit currency trades and successfully narrowed the gap between official and black market rates. Vietnam, on the other hand, finalized key trade agreements and strengthened financial oversight. Once these foundational tasks were accomplished, international organizations like the IMF and WTO gave their approval, and the door to revaluation was opened. Now that the revaluation is official, the real challenge begins. Iraq and Vietnam must manage this shift carefully to ensure long-term stability. Currency exchange offices need updated protocols, digital systems must reflect the new values, and enhanced security measures are essential to prevent disruptions. Economic experts warn that while the revaluation is a monumental step forward, both nations will need to monitor inflation closely and implement policies that protect their progress. If handled responsibly, this moment could open the door to a new era of prosperity for both Iraq and Vietnam. Early indicators suggest that global investors are taking notice. There is already an uptick in interest toward Iraq's oil infrastructure and Vietnam's technology sector. With stronger currencies and more transparent financial environments, these countries are becoming far more attractive to international capital. But perhaps even more transformative than the financial impact is the psychological shift this revaluation has triggered. For years, both the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong were dismissed as hopeless cases. Many people abandoned their holdings, losing faith that change would ever come. Now, sentiment has flipped. Hope has returned. Confidence is building. These currencies are no longer symbols of economic struggle, they're signs of resilience. This transformation may also send a message to other emerging economies. Central banks around the world are likely to study what Iraq and Vietnam have done, from currency control to macroeconomic stabilization, and wonder if similar results can be achieved elsewhere. Countries like Jordan, Malaysia, and Turkey may soon reevaluate their currency strategies, influenced by this historic shift. On a larger scale, even major currencies like the US dollar and the euro may feel ripple effects in specific regional markets. Trade balances are shifting. Global supply chains may adapt. Tourism flows could also change as travelers look to these now stronger currencies and see more stable, desirable destinations. It's important to recognize the role of technology in facilitating this change. Iraq and Vietnam both invested heavily in digital infrastructure. Central banks coordinated with commercial banks using real-time systems. Mobile banking apps, wallet services, and financial alert platforms played a crucial role in distributing the news quickly and clearly to the public. This reduced confusion and potential panic. Public awareness campaigns helped citizens understand how to verify rates and avoid fraud. It's a sign of how far both countries have come in embracing modernization. Their ability to respond rapidly and effectively to such a major event shows impressive institutional maturity. If you're holding IQD or VND, here's the most important advice. Take your time. The temptation to rush is understandable, but the smart move is to proceed with care. Confirm rates directly with licensed banks or exchange centers. Review regulations and tax implications in your country. Be cautious about anyone making promises that sound too good to be true. Scammers often exploit moments like this. Only use verified financial channels and consider speaking with a financial professional, especially if your currency holdings are significant. This is a rare moment, potentially once in a generation, and you want to handle it wisely. While this news is groundbreaking, it's not a magic solution. Iraq still faces challenges with governance and regional tensions. Vietnam must balance its rising profile with global expectations and pressure, but this revaluation gives both countries momentum, economic, psychological, and diplomatic. It's not the end of the journey, it's the beginning of a new one. One built on reform, resilience, and vision. Citizens of both nations now have a financial foundation to stand on as they pursue broader development goals. For many who waited patiently, despite years of uncertainty and even ridicule, this is a moment of vindication. Their belief in progress, in the possibility of national renewal, has proven to be well placed. This is more than just a finance story. It's a lesson in persistence. It's a reminder that change often happens slowly until suddenly it doesn't. And for those who stayed informed, who remained hopeful, today validates that patience. At Iraqi Dinar News, our mission is to continue covering every development with accuracy and clarity. In the coming days, you can expect new policy briefings, updates from central banks, and detailed analyses of how markets adjust. We're committed to keeping our viewers informed. No speculation, no hype, just real, useful information. If you're watching this and learning about these currencies for the first time, now's the moment to pay attention. These changes could spark even broader shifts in the global economy. Financial institutions, governments, and everyday citizens alike will be watching closely to see what happens next. Don't be surprised if you see major headlines about related currencies, commodity adjustments, or international trade moves. The financial world is highly interconnected, and when an event of this size happens, everyone takes notice. We want to hear from you. How are you feeling about this revaluation? Are you relieved, cautious, hopeful? Let us know in the comments. At Iraqi Dinar News, we believe informed dialogue is key to navigating uncertain times. So don't just watch, get involved. Ask questions, share your experience, and support each other. Because while markets may rise and fall, communities that stay informed stay strong. Thank you for choosing Iraqi Dinar News as your trusted source. We'll continue reporting as new developments unfold. Stay alert, stay informed, and remember, financial knowledge is your strongest asset. A new chapter in economic history has begun, and you're living it.